Last day here in Miami for Mining Disrupt 2023. Let's jump into it. All right, guys, I am here with Wei from IPollo. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing awesome. So IPollo has a brand new product coming to market very, very soon, and I wanted Wei to go ahead and tell us a little bit about it. So what is this guy?
Yeah, this is our new model for this year. It's called a V1 Hydro. This basically is a brand new model that with the new design. We never made a Hydro model. This is our first Hydro model. We see a significant increase on the hash rate.
Yep, because of the cooling.
Right.
Which is phenomenal. And I think the thing is, so it's an Ethereum Classic miner, right?
Correct.
And so typical, it's similar to your IPollo product.
Right.
What would you say the hash rate is, give or take, on this guy right now?
It'll be around 900 mega hash.
900, and then what about your watts?
Around 800.
800, wow, pretty good. Now, you guys have really pushed the limit with this one, and I've seen it already, but I'm gonna show you in a minute. So the front of this has a radiator,
yes,
which isn't like any other of your products here.
Right, correct.
Correct. So why would you have a radiator on a product like this?
So to keep it running cooler, and also you can, this is a lot more quieter.
Yep.
Our traditional V1 Mini already gained a lot of attraction in home-based miners.
Yes.
But this one is even quieter and it runs cooler. Because before the PSU still has temperature, you still feel the hot air coming out.
Yep.
But this one, it's actually running. You can feel it.
Oh, you can feel it. There's nice cool air coming back and forth, which is really cool. So the reason, guys, this uses a radiator is because it's water blocked.
Right.
With an all-in-one solution. Should we take a look?
Yeah, absolutely.
All
just
right.
for you.
Just for me. Awesome. I actually asked him to open it intentionally, on purpose.
Let's lay it down.
So we're going to take a look at the inside, guys. We'll take a look at, it actually uses water blocks to cool the chips.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay.
All right, so we'll let him in there. We can keep talking through it.
So it comes with an integrated PSU inside.
Okay.
So we traditionally, before, our previous product always has the PSU brick on external. So this one only has a cable.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
does it run off a 240 as well?
No, yeah, it runs off a 240, but 110 plug-in.
That's great.
Yeah. So this is the PSU, this is the control board, and this is the hash board. We have 3 chips. So later we're gonna introduce another model that has a 1-chip design. So we'll be around 300 mega hash.
Yeah, like a mini, like a smaller one.
Smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the water block. It's all self-contained.
Yep.
It runs to 3 fans with the radiator design.
That's fantastic. Yeah, we haven't seen anything like this from your team quite yet.
Yes.
Stepping into this, which will be really cool. I'm really excited for that.
Right.
It does have wireless as well as Ethernet.
Correct.
Which is great for homeowners. They can run it wherever they want.
Absolutely.
Which will be fantastic. And what's your team's timeline? Will we see this before the end of the year?
We will see it in next month, in 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah, so
2 weeks.
we're going to start taking orders on our website very soon, very shortly, and the first batch will ship out on August 15-ish.
Fantastic. Wei, appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alrighty, guys, I am here with Marco from Nicehash. How's it going, Marco?
Yeah, doing great.
So him and I have been talking a lot about my results recently. If you guys remember my videos, I've been comparing Nicehash's pool with my Bitcoin ASIC miner, 100 terahash Bitmain, with other pools. I've been doing three tests, and you guys are pretty significantly more profitable Bitcoin-wise. I'm seeing about 6 to 7% over a 30-day period. So I've been chatting with my viewers a lot, And everybody's really like, why? Like, what makes Nicehash different than these other pools that we're seeing a 6 to 7% difference?
Okay, so I'm not sure where I should start, but we're a
wherever you want.
Yeah, okay. We're a hash rate marketplace.
Yep.
And we're not just a normal hash rate marketplace, we're a spot hash rate marketplace.
Okay.
Which means that buyers are competing for the available hash rate.
Got
and
it.
they're bidding for that hash rate in real time.
So it's not just buying, it's actually bidding.
Bidding, and okay, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Because if you would buy it for longer term and you would be fixed to that contract.
Correct.
But on Nicehash, buyers are bidding for that available hash rate. And the available hash rate is limited.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say that there's 4 exahash or 4 to 5 exahash currently on Nicehash. And if one buyer comes and wants to buy all the hash rate, he will pay, let's say, 3 bitcoins per exahash. This is like a price.
Yep.
But then another buyer comes and says, I'm willing to pay higher, and he simply outbids him, he gets the hash rate. And then the third buyer comes and he's willing to pay even more,
crazy,
and he outbids him.
Yeah.
This is like the core concept of marketplace, of spot hash rate marketplace, where buyers are bidding in real time for that hash rate. And if you want, you can cancel the order anytime. It's not like bidding, there's no contracts, nothing on the buying side. So everything is like a live marketplace.
Yeah, it's very fluid, very alive environment. Exactly. That's so crazy to hear. So it makes it significantly different than a traditional pool with the way that there's no bidders on a traditional pool. Exactly. In that regard, that's driving that price up. And because that price is going up, those bids are occurring, as a miner, being a part of that marketplace, you're paid more.
Yeah, exactly. But so these buyers then use that hash rate on any pool they want, because it's actually their own hash rate. They own that hash rate. It's theirs.
Yeah.
And they can use it on any pool they want, even on solo mining pools.
Wow. So that's cool.
Solo, if you buy hash rate and you use it on a solo mining pool, because there's statistical possibility of finding a block, you can find it in 10 seconds or never.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes.
Or never.
Yes.
So what buyers are doing is they're placing big orders for a lot of hash rate.
Yeah.
I'm talking about half an exa, 1 exa for a couple of hours, maybe 1 hour too.
Yeah.
And they are spending essentially a couple thousand of dollars, but they have a chance of hitting 6 bitcoins.
Yeah, it's a gamble. It's a gamble.
It's not a gamble, it's mining. I mean, it's
it is. You're correct. Absolutely. It all comes down to that solo mining metrics and the opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, you're mining without owning any hardware. Basically, it's the same, because if you're
it allows people
ASIC,
to participate.
Okay, so imagine using ASIC for solo mining.
Yeah.
You're paying for electricity. Yeah. No, you have some capital expense that you're not capital. How's it called? Operational expense. That you have to pay. It's the same thing with buying the hash rate, when you have the expense that you have to buy in order to have let's say, a probability of hitting a block.
Yeah.
So now imagine there's 4 exahash available on the marketplace, and there are conventional buyers that are buying hash rate at slightly under hash price, meaning slightly under break even.
Yeah.
I'm talking, let's say, 5% under break even.
Okay, sure.
And these buyers are doing arbitrage trading with that hash rate.
Oh,
so they'll buy low, sell high on the pool.
Yep.
Statistically, on the long run, they will make 5%.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you have solo miners. And these solo miners, they're willing to pay premium price. They have to outbid conventional buyers.
Yep.
They have to outbid them to get the hash rate. So that's where the premium comes from. Because if I'm buying hash rate without owning any hardware, I'm trying to form a block without hardware, I need the hash rate.
Yeah, so you got nothing else. Yep.
I'm really determined to get a hash rate. Even though I might be paying 5-10% more.
You still want it. Yeah.
I still want it because it still gives me a chance.
That makes sense. So as a home miner, putting our ASICs and our hardware on your pool and in your platform, that's where we reap the benefits, is the entire other side of the marketplace that we as home miners and mid-sized miners, we don't even see.
You don't see that.
But that's how we reap the benefits, is being a part of the entire ecosystem.
And you help decentralization.
Yeah.
Because we have our own pool, and so the first thing is that we have our own solo mining pool.
Yeah.
Where solo miners can use that hash rate.
Yep.
And we also have the other buyers, the conventional buyers, and they are using the hash rate on different pools.
Yeah, they're just using the hash rate. They're just taking in that hash rate and then saying, I want to do it on this pool.
Exactly.
It's not all focused directly on Nicehash.
So even the buyers, they have then a chance, if they see a pool with a lot of hash rate, I'm talking, let's say hypothetically, more than 40%, 30%, which we don't like. Then the buyers will see this and they won't use it.
Oh, they won't, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
So it helps the decentralization.
That's phenomenal. Guys, if you're interested more on Nicehash, I have a full video breaking this down a little bit more that I sat down with Marco to discuss. I'll put it directly down below. Marco, thank you very much today. Appreciate it. All right, guys, I am here visiting the Digital Shovel booth, and I'm hanging out with Scott. How's it going, Scott?
Fantastic. Nice to meet you.
So they have a product which is right up my alley and the community's alley, and it is their Nano Pod here, which is literally a shed in my eyes for my community. I built 2 of these by hand out of sheds, and I saw this and went very defeated. So tell us a little bit about this, because this is the hot rod right here.
Yeah, so, I mean, we traditionally do really big data centers.
Yeah.
And our smallest one was about 300 kilowatts, 88 miners. And guys kept buying them and just putting like 10 miners in them, just because it was still a great solution, but it wasn't really cost effective.
Yeah.
And it had limitations in terms of the ability to move it. You still needed a big forklift, you needed a large space.
Yeah.
And I got tired of telling not just customers, but my friends saying, hey, I can't help you.
Yes.
So we came out with this guy. It's up to 120 kilowatts.
Okay.
Runs on single phase power.
Which is
big,
perfect.
Big.
Perfect.
Yep. It's got room for 28 S19s.
Okay.
Or 36 watts miners.
Okay.
Depending on your climate, though, that'll dictate how much of those S. If you're in like West Texas or somewhere like that, you're not going to run it to its max.
Okay.
But anywhere where you get kind of medium to moderate temperatures, you're fine. It's got 6 squirrel cage fans rather than those big axial fans. That
so I'm used to your traditional like a shutter fan style and stuff, and then I noticed these, they almost look like a belt or like a drum fan.
Yeah, and the reason so this is like a fan you'd find in your furnace.
Yeah.
And those fans are designed to be able to handle more negative static pressure, so they can pull air a longer
distance.
Which
is exactly what you're doing.
Without having an airdrop. It's not just that, but it's designed so you can put a duct onto 2 or more of the fans, route that heat somewhere. So say you've got a garage and you want the temperature to come up in your garage. Like me, when I started mining, I was doing it all in my house, and it was great. It heated the basement, but then when that basement got too hot, it just kept heating it more and more and more.
Oh, it's painful.
This will let me vent that heat into the basement or into a garage, and then using an external thermostat, when the temperature gets high enough, turns those 2 off and vents the other ones outside.
Wow, you guys thought of a lot of it here. Like it's not like this is like an enterprise, huge level product and then it's kind of overlooked for homeowners. This is a great opportunity for somebody with low property to put this on, especially with your phase 1, which is I think great. So I see on your intake sides here, you have intakes coming from both directions here.
From both directions. This is just a prototype.
Yep.
The final production version will have an option of the doors. We'll actually have 3 vents off of it as well.
Got it. Just for straight,
Yeah, exactly. The door will only open 90 degrees, so it increases your surface area of the filters, which thereby reduces the air velocity going in, less likelihood of it pulling in moisture or snow, and it also prolongs the life of your filters because now you've got 50% more filter surface area doing it that way.
So what do you remember what MERV level your filters are you guys are using in here?
Yeah, so there's MERV 8 in here currently. Okay. They'll range from 5 to 13.
Yep.
It is a standard filter furnace size, so it's 24 by 24 by 4 inch deep. You can buy them at Home Depot, Amazon, wherever.
This is phenomenal.
Nothing proprietary there. The entire unit has a UL inspection on it,
which
is very big. Because like a lot of the PDUs and stuff you might get from overseas won't carry that with it.
Yep.
It can ship as it is, picked up with a forklift.
Forklift right there at the bottom.
But this entire unit bolts together. So if you don't have a forklift, I can ship it to you on skids.
Yep.
The truck gets there, you can break open the skid, take the panels off. There's not a panel that weighs more than 120 pounds.
Wow.
And 2 guys can put this together in 3 hours. And then there's a sealing kit, like a membrane that goes around all the edges to seal it together, and it keeps it watertight.
That's fantastic. So it looks like they have traditional C19s in here.
Correct.
They have through there. Cool. Do you have any PDU models that do 13 or C14 at all with that, or is C19 a standard you guys went with?
C19 is pretty much a standard for most of the new miners right now. Even if you're running Bitmain that still runs a C14, C13, that's coming off a splitter cable traditionally.
Which is perfect. Yeah. That's phenomenal there. No, it works out great. And then you guys have your network switch at the top there that can feed down through. And then Other than that, yeah, I love the design of this because it's simple, it's easy. Now, everybody always wonders and they ask about water. Like, how's your unit designed? You talked a little bit about the membrane there, so give me a little information with water and such.
Well, in order to pull water all the way here and sideways,
oh yeah,
it's going to take a pretty substantial air volume.
Yep.
Now, every now and then, when you get a big storm,
yep,
you're still going to get a little drizzle coming
100%.
in, which is why we've got a network of drain holes along the bottom.
Man,
listen, if anybody tells you you're never going to get water coming in the atmosphere, they're lying to you. Yeah. The important thing is about getting that water out and giving it a means to get out. So we've got drain holes there. We have drain holes at the back throughout as well. And unlike some of our industrial units where I got to use up every single inch, I don't have miners sitting down on the floor. So even if I've got an inch or two of water, which the container sits 2.5 inches off the ground already, so you'd have to have substantial amount of water come in order for that to happen.
That is fantastic. So, big question here on these is, you talked about phase 1, which is great. Interface is nice and easy. But now my question is, I want one. So, when do these start shipping? You called it a prototype. So, if somebody wanted one, Q3, Q4, what are you thinking?
That's the thing about us. Building everything in-house allows us to move super, super, super quick.
Okay.
So yeah, this is the prototype, but we're going to have these in production within like 2 to 3 weeks.
That's sick.
And we ship from Canada. There's no no duties going over the border. It's just the same as shipping within the US. You got to pay $100 brokerage or something like that. We'll help coordinate the logistics.
Yeah.
I gotta feel like we already, since we released this at the show, we already picked up a bunch of orders.
That's good for you.
Realistically, it'll probably be 3-4 weeks from when somebody pulls the trigger.
Okay.
But we don't do rush fees. I don't increase my pricing when Bitcoin goes up. My price is my price.
Good for you.
So when we get busy, that stretches out. But it's just a matter of how long it takes us to produce it. We keep all the parts in stock. Anything that's on warranty, we do out of Toronto. So we ship everything there. You don't have to wait for us to order.
So that's where you guys are based out of?
We're based in Toronto, Canada.
Okay, fantastic. I'd love to.
I'd love to have you.
That would be very cool. Okay, so people can go over to digitalshovel.com, go over and check these out, and they'll be there very soon?
Correct.
Awesome. Scott, appreciate your time.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Hey guys, I'm here with Keaton from HiveOn. How's it going?
Good.
Awesome.
How's it going?
Doing great. So guys, him and I were chatting a little bit about Kaspa. So tell us a little bit about what HiveOn has coming for the Kaspa team.
Sure. So we have a Kaspa pool launching very soon. Should be in the next either a couple days or maybe a week. As we know, Kaspa profitability on GPUs isn't
a little iffy.
Hasn't been as great. Price action's been pretty good, so there's some hope, maybe, but so we're working on integration with our ASIC hub and adding on the Ice River ASICs.
That's great.
So you'll be able to monitor and manage all your Kaspa ASICs and GPUs.
So you'll be okay. So cool. So it's not necessarily a firmware for them. It's more specifically, hey, you can mine on HiveOn with your Kaspa miners. Also looking at like FPGAs down the pipeline here as well.
Right, correct.
And then in addition to that, you guys also have the ability to, and a lot of people don't know about this, especially in the home mining community, you guys have your ASIC hub so that you can monitor their downtime. I use that a lot with like my E9 Pros, my S19J Pros. Put them in there and then it's all in one spot. You get your alerts, all that types of stuff there.
So you can use any ASIC with their stock firmware and have it integrated into your HiveOS that
Perfect.
You're familiar with. So
that's great. I know there's a huge demand right now for Kaspa. I mean, it's kind of the talk of the town with not only GPU miners, but everybody else out there, which is great. So when we're looking right now, we thinking Q3 we'll have the Kaspa pool will be available for miners?
Yep, definitely.
Okay, perfect. So sometime in the next few weeks then, because we're right into it right now.
All right, Yeah, we're also always looking into new pools, new coins, seeing what's reliable enough to back and kind of stand behind. So
fantastic.
Yeah,
cool.
Kaspa's been good so far.
Oh, I know. I'll take it 100%. Keaton, thanks for your time.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yep. All right, so I stumbled across the Fog hashing booth. Those of you guys not familiar, they do self-contained immersion systems for like 1 or 2 ASICs, and I know they have a unit for like home crypto miners. So someone like you and me who actually has 1 ASIC, but you can't handle the heat or the noise at home. So let's go over and talk to them and see what exactly they have and what do they have in the works for home crypto miners. All right, guys, I'm here from Joshua with the team at Fog Hashing, and they have a single and a double ASIC unit that he's going to show us, which is perfect for home miners. So let's go ahead and take a look. All right, Joshua, so what are we exactly looking at here? I see 2 tanks that you have going on.
That's right, yeah. Here's our C2.
Okay.
So you can see we already have 1 ASIC unit in there. So basically, we can fit into 2. Like for example, like you can fit into 2 S19. Most of ASIC unit you can fit in there. For 2.
Yeah, a lot of room even for like a single or a double unit within there to expand on that.
Yeah,
so
right.
as a home miner, I would take my fans off in there. I would immerse it in this unit here.
Yeah.
It would be filled with liquid of some kind.
Yeah, that's oil-based.
What is it? Oil-based?
Yeah, oil-based, the synthetic oil.
Okay.
So mostly we have our own designed synthetic oil.
Yep.
But some clients, if they have the very expensive transportation fees, we recommend use the engineer fluid.
Got it.
Because they have more neckwear in the States, so yeah.
What's accessible?
Cheaper.
That's awesome. So we put our ASICs in a bath.
Yeah.
They'll be super quiet, as well as you have the ability to overclock them, and you don't have all the heat.
Yeah.
So then, what's the second part of this? So this would go in my garage, or in a shed, or a basement.
Yeah.
And then what's dispersing all that heat for us? What's the second part of it?
So second part of it is beneath it. It's right this unit.
Is this unit, and this would go outside?
Yeah, let's go outside. It's basically like air conditioning.
Okay.
Exterior part of the system. So that way you, the fluid, we have the single loop fluid.
Yeah, so this is a single one that you guys have.
Oh, that's
and everything comes with it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Everything comes with it, all your hosing. So one of these hoses is intake and one of them is exhaust, pretty much.
Right. Yeah,
cold and hot.
Yeah, we exchange the oil in one loop.
Yep.
So we have a macro heat exchanger in there.
Yep.
And it's more working like a AC unit at home. So really efficient.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. It reminds me of like a mini split system, we call them in the States, where you stick the unit outside that does all the air conditioning part of it.
Yeah.
And then inside is either the single or the double that we could put in our garage or a basement or something like that. That's fantastic.
It's really quiet and efficient.
Yeah. Well, I think as home miners, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for quiet, efficient. I really like, though, and I'm starting to become more passionate about immersion, about overclocking. And I think that's awesome. So I think this is really cool. So if people want to check out these 2 units, where can they go ahead and find them?
We have our website, like forecasting.io.
Yep.
You can check on there. And we also have some special promoting currently ongoing.
Fantastic. Joshua, I appreciate your time today.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
What's going on, guys? I am here with the founder of Bitcoin Ordinals, 𝗓𝗶𝗏s. How's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
Doing good. So, just like you guys, I know you're just like me. What is Bitcoin Ordinals? I don't get it. You know, we kind of know a little bit about it, how it's affecting the Bitcoin community. So I was like, man, let me chat with this guy. So, what is Bitcoin Ordinals at a high level?
All right, so Bitcoin Ordinals are essentially the most layman's term way to describe it would be NFTs on the Bitcoin blockchain.
Got it. Okay.
They're a little more than that, though. So most people are familiar with Ethereum NFTs. And the main difference is your Bitcoin NFTs, or Ordinals as we call them, are actually inscribed on chain.
Wow. Okay.
Whereas with Ethereum, most of them, actually all of them, go to an IPFS database, and without getting too much detail, the issue with that is someone stops paying their IPFS subscription, the links are gone, your monkey is now gone.
These are on chain.
Exactly. So everything that we do with Ordinals is inscribed on a Satoshi, which is the smallest unit of a Bitcoin.
Yeah.
It can be an image, it can be videos, it can be anything.
Yeah.
And now we've got where you can actually code on them and
insane.
Do recursive inscriptions. Yep. So, yeah, man. So that pretty much sums up.
No, it's a great explanation, and I think especially for my community coming from miners, in that perspective. So I think another question a lot of my community will have is like, and we've heard, why is this affecting our side of the world, which is mining and mining profitability for Bitcoin?
For sure, yeah. So I think it's had a huge effect on mining and mining profitability. Speaking more from the activity side on the blockchain, on Bitcoin in general, I mean, it's seen a huge increase. I mean, we're in the middle of a bear market.
Yeah.
And this has been the most transactions the Bitcoin blockchain has ever seen.
Which is so crazy to think about, where it's like these projects come along and just directly affect things like that, especially as you said in a bear market.
Absolutely, in the middle of a bear market. So what could this do for mining profitability in the future? It's unfathomable, probably.
Yeah, and when did you guys get started? So when did the Bitcoin Ordinals first release for a public availability?
So Bitcoin Ordinals launched. It'd been in production for a while. They launched in February, but obviously the protocol and everything was well before that. But in February was when they really took off.
Okay.
Our project, Bitcoins, was launched in in February. I believe it was like February 19th or 20th that we minted. And we were sub 50K. So to today, I believe there's over 18 million.
That's insane.
Ordinals, and we were the first. Our first one's at 39,000. So we were right there.
That is, I mean, it's impressive to hear, and the fact that it has the potential to grow even more and affect us as miners, where we constantly just look at like Bitcoin price and hash rate, not thinking of something like this on a transactional level that can benefit us. So if people want to check out your project, what's the best website to go to?
You can check us out. The website itself is bitcorns with an r.xyz, or you can check us out on Twitter, bitcorns, ordinal bitcorns. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you for your time, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right, guys, we are inside of this massive immersion farm setup. This is actually a 40-foot container from Intel Flex. This is what like dreams are made of, right? For us home crypto miners. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at this thing, do a quick tour of it, see what's going on. So this thing is massive, and this is probably the only place where it's actually really cool and comfortable inside right now at Mining Disrupt in Miami right now. Look at the way that these are set up. This is all immersion mining. This like takes it to a whole new level. Check this out. Each one of these tanks is completely unique to hold all of these. This is like something like right out of like a futuristic setup. Very cool. Look, they even have this here. Now, this is a very, very expensive, these types of units here. I think last I heard it was like $3.5 million for one of these units. Yeah, it's a little outside of our price range. What do you guys think? But I mean, take a look at this. All your cooling setup. Each one of these is a bath that fits all of your tanks, that fits these here. Look at that. Ooh, maybe we enter to win. And they fit all their ASICs here. Man, can you imagine? Go from a home mining shed to something as massive as this thing here. Super, super. Oh, they have this opened up. Perfect. Take a look. Well, we're all happy about one or two ASICs, but look at this. This would be amazing. The way this is set up here. Your PDUs on the back side there. This is bigger than some people's homes. Looks like you got network cabinets up top. The way this is laid out, you got like one there, one there. Look, oh, I didn't even notice there's some down there as well. Super impressive. Oh man, I'm dreaming. I'm like, oh, I've seen some immersion farm setups before. You got some immersion companies here at Mining Disrupt that have a lot of their setups, but this is like top tier right here. All right, I'm done drooling. Let's get out of here. All right, guys, I'm here from Mohammed from ASIC Jungle. How's it going, buddy?
Good, man. Pleasure to see you.
Awesome. So, guys, if you're not familiar, these guys here, they help out with ASIC procurement as well as hosting. But let's talk a little bit more about ASIC hardware. So, I'm in the market. I want to get my hands on some hardware, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, or 100 or 1,000 units. I'm coming to ASIC Jungle. Walk me through the process.
So, you definitely want to talk to like our dedicated sales team.
Okay.
What they do, we're volume agnostic, so we definitely want to know and understand your business, where you're located.
I like it.
How much you're looking to input in hardware. So all these details is important to kind of optimize your cost.
Yeah.
And we can also find out like what kind of hardware is better suited for your operation. So there's the different phases that normally what our clients have.
Well, I think it's awesome too, because it's not like, hey, we just want that sale.
Right.
It's like, no, let's pump the brakes. Let's look at the entire bubble and look at everything involved. Location, as you said, regulations in that area, all that fun stuff.
Right.
Oh, what happened there? There we go. So, as well as just the entire experience.
Yeah.
You hate to sell someone something and then it become problematic. So I like that you guys, you look at the big picture.
Honestly, the best time, if this is a good question,
yeah,
especially in this period of time.
Yeah.
You definitely want to capitalize in buying hardware during the bearish market.
Yeah.
Because the price of it is affordable and they're always accessible.
Yep.
So you definitely want to take an advantage in buying them. So there's two ways. Either you want to buy brand new, that comes with their warranty.
Yep.
But also, like, if you want to plug them in and start mining them.
Yep.
But you can also have, let's say you have X amount of hardware, you don't want to like use them, you can store them. And you wait for a bull run, and their price will depreciate.
Some people do that strategy.
Absolutely, because
they're not going to run them, but they look at it as an asset investment. It's like I buy it now, and then I wait for the next bull run and either sell that asset or start mining with them.
Listen, I've seen hardware go for 12, 10, 9, 13 terahash. But during the bull run, I've seen it go up to 100.
That's insane.
That's insane, right?
That's insane.
So you can definitely like capitalize and for your return on investment just on storing them and then sell it after. So there's many ways to do so.
Okay.
Definitely you want to plug them in and start mining Bitcoin.
Yep. Oh, I get you. I get you. I get you.
And on the second part is that, you know, if a client of ours is looking to buy miners, but if they're looking to also find a hosting or host,
you guys can help them out.
We can help them out, definitely. And it also depends on the location. We always provide something above 95, 97% uptime.
That's fantastic right now, especially in the current market.
Absolutely, and also low cost on electricity. Some people, they can't find like greater cost. We can find you something below 7 cents.
That's fantastic. So if they're interested, go over to asicjungle.com and go ahead and connect with your sales guys.
Absolutely. Just reach out to the asicjungle.com and you can contact us via email and we'll have one of our dedicated team to message you back promptly.
Perfect. All right, guys, I found the team from Cruxpool here. How's it going, man? Thanks for meeting with me.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing awesome. So I wanted to get him in real quick because I'm very curious. On your platform and your pool, what is the biggest cryptocurrency right now for you guys?
So for us right now, Bitcoin is our biggest.
Bitcoin. And then what else do you guys have other than Bitcoin right now?
Oh, we got Ethereum Classic from Proof of Work, 𝐷𝐴vncoin, Flux, 𝐸rgo.
Wow, you guys are like pretty extensive then.
Yeah, we love altcoins.
You love your altcoins. That's
love
great.
GPUs.
Trust me, home miner, love my altcoins. I mean, that's the great, I always talk to people, it's like that's the time to build in the bear market on those. So looking ahead to the future for Cruxpool, what pools are you thinking about? What are you playing with, kind of getting into?
Well, you know, for a pool, you got to be profitable. That's the most important thing. So we're looking for, obviously, profitable tokens.
Yep.
So Dogecoin is interesting. Litecoin is interesting.
So you don't have Doge script at all yet?
Not yet.
Oh, nice.
That's in the pipe.
Nice. That's a good choice. A good
also,
choice.
Kaspa, obviously, really important. DNX. So anything that is obviously profitable is obviously interesting for a pool.
Yeah. Dynex, great one right now. A lot of GPU miners super interested in Dynex. A little bit more of a harder barrier to get into for FPGAs or ASICs. Kaspa, we all love Kaspa. Kaspa's a hard one though, because you got to do FPGA and also ASIC. GPUs aren't as popular anymore in Kaspa, so very cool. Cool, well awesome man, I appreciate you meeting with me.
Thank you very much for your time. You too.
What's going on, guys? So I am here with the guys from Epic Blockchain. How's it going?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
Doing good. So we have JP and Christian from their team, and they got some goodies here that I think we as home crypto miners really need to know about. So, JP, tell me a little bit more about what we're looking at.
Yeah, no worries. So on the left here we have our first product, which was the Universal Control Board, mainly for ant miners, Bitmains, S19Js and above.
Okay.
One of the things in the industry that we saw was a lot of people want to run custom firmware because they want that flexibility.
It's that tinkering too, to be able to do whatever. Yep.
And I know your community, a lot of home miners, they need that flexibility to underclock. They may not have the power contracts that these bigger guys have, but also when you use custom firmware, you pay a dev fee.
Yeah.
So we've taken a different approach.
Okay.
Where if you buy the hardware is yours. So once you buy this, no dev fee.
Gotcha.
But you get unlimited support, you get all the feature sets, you got everything, right?
Okay.
And running joke generally has been, and people have asked us all the time, what's miner when?
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
So we've also got
there.
the same control board.
Good for you guys.
For what's miner as well. So that'll come out for M30 and M50 series initially. We'll start adding models. As you know, what's miner's got a lot of variations.
Oh my word, they're always, the what plus,
yeah. So we're constantly trying to keep up, but we're going to do our best to support everything.
Yep.
The thing about it is, it's all unified. So across all our products, as you may know, we also build miners as well.
Yes. Yeah, I saw that right on your site.
Trade, so we've been in this industry for a long time.
Yep.
And he's the software genius.
Oh, nice. Christian here,
yeah, he'll go through some of the features.
Okay.
But everything is unified across all the platforms.
Okay.
So as a home miner, it doesn't matter if you have a Bitmain or what's miner.
Yep.
All the features
which is right on my avenue.
Everything's the same. So you're able to kind of have full control and get into that.
So how far does this go with the Antminer series? Like, does it go as far? Like, we talked about the S19Js and stuff like that, pros. Does it do the XPs?
XPs.
And then let's look at the flip side, Antminers. Does it do like L9s or L7s? Hopefully someday L9. But L7s and things like that, or not yet into that side?
Not yet. We're focused still on the Bitcoin side.
Okay.
But it's not far-fetched to add it.
Perfect.
So
Perfect.
We're always looking at new things to add, new manufacturers. So we're going to add a lot, as well as our next generation Bitcoin miner is we're working with chain reaction, so it's also going to be the same.
Oh, wow.
So
then this unit here, tell me about some of the features you have on it. So like things that come to mind to me are, you know, as you said, overclocking, undervolting. Yeah. So give me a rundown of like what types of custom features does this have that, let's say, like your Bitmain stock firmware doesn't? Christian's on it.
He's the guy.
Yep.
We'll start with the simple one. The first one that we did was just voltage and clock control, which is nothing new.
Yep.
But then we started there, added the API for it. And to build on that, the next thing was perpetual tune. That was a really important one, where we lowered the voltage to absolute limit.
Wow.
Making sure that we hit any hash rate.
Yeah.
Because it's a correlation between clock and hash rate.
Yeah,
so
100%.
We know it. You can set the target, we find the voltage, and we hold it. And if anything changes, temperatures go up, temperatures go down, we adjust. So we're perpetually tuning. That's the whole point. Now, on the latest release, since it's summer, it's very important. You're running at 120, and all of a sudden, you know, morning comes and it starts heating up. You're probably going to shut down. Or the PSU might even have a problem at 40C.
Correct, too hot, So
we actually throttle down. We're calling this survival mode.
Wow.
You throttle down.
And it does it on its own?
On its own.
Wow.
It's another optimal voltage point. Keeps going from there.
Now, what is it based that off of? What temperature? Is it pulling it in like the intake? It's
based on the exhaust temperature.
Exhaust, which is most ASICs do that as well.
You set the shutdown temperature. Based on that, as it gets close to that, instead of shutting down.
Wow, that's very cool. I like survival mode. You called it? Okay. All right.
It's all under perpetual too, but internally we call it survival mode.
I get you.
We really wrote it for some of our clients in West Texas.
That makes complete sense.
They're hurting,
which is, I think, good. It's less hands-on, which was kind of takes care of it there.
Like think about South America, like the whole equator area. Like close to the equator, you're gonna have that problem in the summer.
That's really smart.
That's the biggest one, and on top of that, we've also added chiptune.
Okay.
Chiptune doesn't have the survival mode yet.
Okay.
Just because as we tune that one's a little.
So it's doing it individually on each individual chip.
That one gets a little bit more efficiency, but obviously you give up survival mode. So
that's fantastic.
It's a bit of a trade-off for now. We will add survival mode in the future.
That is awesome. Now, you know, you told me I want to go home and I want to plug it in. I have a few S19J Pros at home. We'll definitely do it. Guys, go over and check them out at Epic Blockchain. I'll leave a link directly down below. Thank you guys for your time.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Alrighty, guys. Well, that is going to wrap things up for Mining Disrupt. I thought we'd go ahead and end exactly where we started here at the Bitcoin Mining Museum. This has been a real blast, a real treat here. The entire event has been phenomenal, but I have to give thanks for the guys over at Musk Miners for making this entire trip possible. They sponsored the entire trip for me so that I could bring this to you, the community. Go check them out, muskminersrightnow.com. If you're looking for ASICs, if you're looking for ASIC procurement for a project, a mining farm, if you're looking for hosting, I'll have some stuff in the works with hosting with them coming up here very soon, guys. Go check them out, muskminers.com. That's it for me. I think I might even take a week off from content, I'm not gonna lie. I'll see you guys soon. Have a good one. Give it one of these if you enjoyed, and take care.